Fans of The View have called for an infamous former host to take Whoopi Goldberg's place. She recently came under fire for making offensive remarks regarding the Holocaust once more. Whoopi said in February that the Holocaust was not about race, and she recently reiterated similar remarks. It's unclear if she will be reinstated or suspended because she made those remarks while the show was on break. But supporters of The View are calling for the moderator to be sacked. Additionally, Rosie O'Donnell has already been chosen as her replacement. If Whoopi is fired, should they bring back Rosie? Was the subject of a Reddit thread that a user established in response to the scandal. They went on, ABC must be furious because Whoopi, who I adore, said something extremely stupid once more. Should they reinstate Rosie O'Donnell as moderator if she is fired? I thought she was good TV. I hope Rosie returns, if only to observe her approach to the Sunny problem. It would also be intriguing to observe her interactions with Farah, in my opinion. For a while, she and Elizabeth got along well despite their political differences, another admirer said. I would love Rosie to come back, exclaimed the third. Return Rosie. Love her. Even in the role of a special correspondent, another concurred. Others, however, said that because she has been burned too many times by the show, she would never return. Whoopi was suspended from The View for 2 weeks in February after making similar remarks. The Oscar-winning actress asserted that the Holocaust was not about race, even though the Nazis killed 6 million Jews. Whoopi apologized on Twitter, expressing sorry for her remarks. I never intended for my words to upset so many people, she claimed. I now understand why, and I am incredibly thankful for that because the information I received was very beneficial and helped me comprehend a number of different things. The 67-year-old made the same assertion earlier this month, though, suggesting she did not seem to learn from her error. Even among Jews, the daytime TV host said, the question of whether or not Jews are a race remains unanswered. My best friend said, not for nothing is there no box on the census for the Jewish race. Whoopi stated in an interview with the Times of London. I therefore conclude that we are most likely not a race. Whoopi cautioned against supporting the Nazis' view of Jews as a race. Yes, but isn't that the murderer? I said, she said. You are being told who you are by the oppressor. Why do you think they're real? They're Nazis. Why should we believe what they say? Whoopi continued by explaining that race wasn't originally a factor in the Holocaust. Remember the first person they killed. They were killing people physically, not racially. Those they believed to be mentally ill were being killed. Then they came to this conclusion, she stated. Whoopi issued a statement to The Hollywood Reporter and expressed regret. In reference to her remarks in early 2022, she said that her latest remarks were an effort to convey to the reporter what I had said and why, and attempted to recount that time. She continued by noting that she had spoken with and heard from numerous members of the Jewish community who had educated her, adding, "It was never my intention to appear as if I was doubling down on hurtful comments." She remarked, "I'm still learning a lot, and trust me, I heard everything everyone had to say. I think that race played a role in the Holocaust, and I still feel regret for upsetting, hurting, and infuriating others. Once more, I really apologize, especially to everyone who believed that this was a new discussion on the topic. It wasn't, I swear. I want to make it clear that I have always supported and will continue to support the Jewish people in this era of growing anti-Semitism. I have never wavered in my support of them, and I never will." After joining The View in 2006, Rosie stayed for 8 months. She took Meredith Vieira's place as moderator of the show. During her time on the show, Rosie frequently fought with Elizabeth Hasselbeck, who held the conservative seat from 2003 until 2013. But soon after their contentious discussion of the Iraq War, the comedian left the show. Rosie has been very critical of The View ever since. She did, however, make a comeback to the show in 2014 this time with a revised rendition. She was sitting next to Whoopi this time. Nevertheless, she announced her departure in February 2015, so her term didn't last long either. She stated personal reasons for leaving, and her representative told People that she was concentrating on her children following her split from Michelle Rounds. But according to a second source with connections to The View, she quit the show because of conflict with Whoopi behind the scenes. When Rosie returned, she assumed she would serve as moderator, but Whoopi ended up doing so, which led to conflict amongst the women. But according to a different source for the show at the time, they were close friends and there was no conflict between them. For decades, The View has been a melting pot of opinions, political debates, and moments that have left fans buzzing. With a rotating panel of co-hosts over the years, the show thrives on strong personalities and fiery exchanges. However, recent comments made by longtime moderator Whoopi Goldberg have ignited a firestorm of controversy. Fans are now demanding that the network replace her with a former host infamous for her own outspoken demeanor. This unfolding drama highlights the tension between free speech, public opinion, and the ever-evolving expectations placed on television personalities. Let's explore the controversy, Whoopi's response, and why some fans are calling for a polarizing ex-host to return to the panel. The backlash began during a recent episode of The View, when a discussion about a sensitive political topic took a sharp turn. Whoopi, known for her unfiltered and often polarizing opinions, made comments that many fans found offensive and dismissive. While the exact nature of her remarks divided audiences, the reaction was swift and unrelenting on social media. During a heated debate, Whoopi reportedly made statements that critics say belittled a specific community's struggles while appearing to dismiss the viewpoints of her fellow panelists. One fan tweeted, "Whoopi Goldberg has crossed the line one too many times. This is not what we expect from a moderator." Another wrote, "The show has become unbearable with Whoopi at the helm. Time for a change." Others pointed out that her tone seemed condescending, shutting down her co-hosts rather than fostering the inclusive dialogue that the show is known for. Amid the uproar, some fans began to call for Whoopi's replacement, suggesting a former co-host who was no stranger to controversy herself, Meghan McCain. Meghan McCain, daughter of the late Senator John McCain, was a lightning rod for debate during her time on The View. Known for her conservative views and fiery personality, Meghan often clashed with her liberal co-hosts, including Whoopi. While her time on the show was polarizing, many fans argue that her return could reinvigorate the panel. At least, Meghan stood her ground and brought balance to the table. She was fearless in speaking her mind, even if it wasn't popular. Others, however, have reservations about Meghan's return, citing her frequent on-air spats and complaints about the show's environment during her tenure. Aside from Meghan, fans have floated other names, including former co-host Rosie O'Donnell, and even newcomer options like Anna Navarro taking on a full-time role. This isn't the first time Whoopi has faced backlash for her remarks. Over the years, her candid approach has landed her in hot water multiple times. Holocaust comments. Earlier in 2022, Whoopi made remarks about the Holocaust that many found historically inaccurate and offensive. The backlash was so severe that she was temporarily suspended from the show. Interruptions and tone. Critics have often accused Whoopi of dominating conversations and dismissing her co-hosts' viewpoints. Celebrity feuds. From sparring with guests to public disagreements with other celebrities, Whoopi's tenure on The View has been anything but smooth sailing. Despite these controversies, she has also been praised for her wit, intelligence, and ability to steer the show through challenging topics. ABC, the network behind The View, now faces a difficult decision. The show has consistently been a ratings juggernaut, but controversies like these risk alienating viewers and advertisers. The network must weigh the following factors: Whoopi's legacy as a long-serving moderator Whoopi has been integral to the show's success. Replacing her could alienate her loyal fan base. Fan outcry. The growing calls for change cannot be ignored, especially as social media amplifies criticism. Show dynamics. Bringing in a new host or reintroducing a former one could disrupt the established chemistry among the panelists. Insiders have hinted at growing frustration among the show's producers and co-hosts regarding Whoopi's behavior. Reports suggest that some panelists feel overshadowed or dismissed, adding fuel to the rumors of potential changes. Meghan McCain's possible return has stirred strong reactions, both positive and negative. Meghan joined the show in 2017, bringing a conservative voice to the predominantly liberal panel. Her tenure was marked by clashes with co-hosts. Meghan often found herself at odds with Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin, leading to memorable, and sometimes uncomfortable, exchanges.